Hello, my name is Melanie, and for my final project and oral test, I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite movies, and is The Devil Wears Prada. The Devil Wears Prada is one of my favorite movies because it mixes fashion, comedy, drama, and personal growth. The movie was directed by David Frankel and starred Anne Hathaway and Meryl Streep. It tells the story of Andy Sachs, a young journalist whose life is changed after she started working for Miranda Presley, the powerful editor of a fashion magazine. Introduction to the story. At the beginning of the movie, Andy had just graduated from college and wanted to become a series writer. She was hired by a famous fashion magazine. Even though she knew almost nothing about fashion, during her first days, she was laughed at by some workers because her clothes were considered unfashionable. Andy used to wear simple outfits and she would ignore fashion trends completely. However, after spending more time in the office, she started to change her image and aptitude. Miranda's assistants were expected to work perfectly all the times. So many difficult tasks had to be completed quickly. Andy's transformation. As the story continued, Andy began to fit with the fashion world. She started dressing better and learned how to carry herself confidently. She even stayed up late to finish impossible tasks and never gave up easily. Her friends felt like she was changing too much, whereas Andy believed she was finally became successful. Although she became more confident, she was also becoming more stressed and disconnected from her old life. By the end of the movie, Andy had realized that success is important, but personal happiness mattered more. She looked after herself and decided to leave the toxic environment behind. Miranda Presley is one of the most memorable movie characters ever created. She speaks calm, however, every around her becomes nervous immediately. Her orders are always carried out without discussion because she is extremely respected in the fashion industry. People believe she might be cold and selfish, but some scenes show that is actually lovely and under a lot of pressure. She rarely opens up to others and she expects people to understand her without explications. If Miranda had been less demanding, the magazine might not have become so successful. On the other hand, she had treated her employees better, they would have respected her emotionally as well as professionally. Fashion and work culture. The fashion world in the movie is shown as glamorous but exhausting. Expensive clothes are worn every day and huge events are organized constantly. Many employees are overworked while others are underestimated because of their appearance. The movie points of the people can be joined. The movie points out that the people can be judged unfairly in competitive industries. Some workers are treated kindly, whereas others are pushed too hard. Annie has to put up with impossible requests, and she eventually learned how to speed up for herself. In the future, fashion companies will probably become more inclusive and healthier for workers. People will be paying more attention to mental health and work-life balance. Questions. Why I choose this movie? I choose this movie because the movie is entertaining, emotionally, and inspiring at the same time. I also like it because the dialogue is easy to understand and the characters are unforgettable. Other reason is that the movie teaches important lessons about ambition and identity. Many essence are funny, but deeper messages are hidden behind the humor. The actors work together very naturally, and the chemistry between them made the story stronger. Interesting facts. Two interesting facts are the movie was based on a novel written by Lauren Weinsberg, and that the character Miranda Press was inspired by Anna Wintour. Weinsberg worked as one of Anna Wintour's assistants in real life, and she used her personal experience to create a famous and demanding fashion boss. Other interesting fact is that Meryl Streep and Anna Wintour are six cousins in real life. Another favorite thing that I consider my favorite is the TV show Friends. I did not choose it because many people already know it, and I want to show something more interesting than a sitcom. I had chosen Friends. I will have talked more about comedy and Friends. However, The Devil Wears Prada gave me more opportunities to use professionally vocabulary and dramatic situations. However, whenever I watch this movie, I discover something new. Everybody can relate to at least one character because the story includes friendship, work, pressure, love, and personal dreams. Conclusion. In conclusion, The Devil Wears Prada is more than just a fashion movie. It tells a story about ambitious sacrifice and discovery that truly matters in life. Andy was transformed by her experience. But she also learned that success should never destroy personal happiness. The movie combines humor and drama effectively, while the performance makes the story feel realistic and emotional. I think this movie will continue to be loved for many years because its themes are universal and timeless. It's a film that can be enjoyed for both young people and adults, and it always leaves an important message about staying true to yourself. And that's all. Thank you very much.